Good morning, dear children. Welcome back to our online math class. Okay, in our previous class, we have discussed about the concept. Any idea what has been discussed? Yes, we have discussed about the concept of multiples, isn't it? What is meant by multiple of a given number? Yes, multiple of a given number means the product of that number and any other number, isn't it? Today, in this class, we are going to discuss about a new concept named factors. A new concept named factors. Okay, don't write, just listen carefully. Before getting to this topic, let me ask a simple question. 6 is a number, isn't it? 6 is a number, we all know. Can we write 6 as a product of any other numbers? Can we write 6 as a product of any other numbers? Try to say the answer. Can we write 6 as a product of any other numbers? Can we write? Yes, 6 can be written as the product of? Yes, 2 3s are 6, isn't it? 2 and 3. 6 can be written as the product of 2 and 3. We all know why 6 is equal to 2 into 3 or 2 3s are 6. So, 6 can be written as the product of 2 and 3. Is there any other possibility? Is there exist any other possibility where 6 can be written as the product of any other product of two numbers? Can we write 6 as the product of any other numbers? Can we write 6 as the product of any other numbers? Can we write? Yes, of course. 6 can be written as the product of 1 and 6, isn't it? Isn't it? Any number can be written as the product of 1 and that number, isn't it? 1 into that number is equal to that number itself. 1 into any number is equal to that number itself, isn't it? So, of course, we all know 6 can be written as the product of 1 and 6, isn't it? So, is there exist any other possibility? Is there exist any other possibility? No. So, from this, what can we conclude? What can be concluded from this? 6 can be written as the product of 2 and 3. Also, 6 can be written as the product of 1 and 6, isn't it? So, we can write 6 as the product of 2 and 3 and 6 as the product of 1 and 6, isn't it? This much only is there, isn't it? No other possibility is there. No more possibility is there. No other way to write 6 as the product of two numbers. So, we can say that these numbers 2, 3, 1 and 6 are the factors of 6. These numbers 2, 3, 1 and 6 are the factors of 6. Are the factors of 6. Have you understood the concept of factors? Have you understood the concept factors? Okay, so let's try. Which are the factors of? Let's try to find out the factors of 4. How can we write 4 as the product of two numbers? Yes, as we discussed earlier, every number can be written as the product of 1 and the number itself. So, of course, we know 4 can be written as the product of 1 and 4. So, 4 is equal to 1 into 4. Any other way? Any other possibilities there? Yes. We know 4 is equal to 2 into 2. 2 2s are 4. So that this also is possible. 4 can be written as the product of 2 and 2. Anything else? No, this much only. This much only is there. So from this, what can we conclude? 4 can be written as the product of 1 and 4. Also 4 can be written as the product of 2 and 2. So these numbers 1, 4, 2, we need not to write 2 twice. Only once is enough. So these numbers 1, 4 and 2 are known as what? Yes, are known as the factors of 4. Are known as the factors of 4. Got it? Okay, let me explain one more, or let's discuss one more. Which are the factors of 5? Which are the factors of 5? Of course, we all know any number can be written as the product of 1 and that number. So, 5 can be written as the product of 1 and 5. This we all know. Is there exist any other possibility for writing 5 as the product of two numbers? Is there exist any other possibility or for writing 5 as the product of two numbers? No, no possibility is there. So 5 can be written as 5 into 1 only or 1 into 5 only. So these numbers 1 and 5 are the factors of 5. 1 and 5 are the factors of 5. So got the concept of factors? Have you understood? Is it clear? So what would be the definition of factors? What would be the definition of factors? Yes, if a given number can be written as the product of two numbers, if a given number can be written as the product of two numbers, these numbers are known as the factors of the given number. These numbers are known as the factors of the given number. Got it? Have you understood? Have you understood? Okay. So let's try to write. Now let's write. Okay. As I have been saying always, before start writing, mention date and day on the upper portion of your margin. Okay. And write down factors. Factors. Write neatly. Okay. Factors. So today we are going to discuss about factors. So what is the definition of factors? Yes, if a given number can be written as the product of two numbers, these numbers are known as the factors of given number. Okay? Yes, write down notes. Roman number 1, factors. Roman number 1, factors. If a given number can be written as the product of, if a given number can be written as the product of two numbers, the product of two numbers, if a given number can be written as the product of two numbers, these numbers are known as these numbers are known as the factors of the given numbers or given number. The factors of the given number. These numbers are known as the factors of the given number. Got it? If a given number can be written as the product of two numbers, these numbers are known as the factors of the given number. So let's write examples. Example A. Okay, please write down example A. So we have discussed the case of 6, isn't it? So we know 6 can be written as 1 into 6 and 6 can be written as 2 into 3. Therefore, which are the factors of 6? 1, 6, 2 and 3 are the factors of 6, isn't it? Therefore, 1, 6, 2 and 3 are the factors of 6. Okay. Now, we have discussed one more example. What is it? What was it? 4, isn't it? So write down example B, 4. Have you understood the concept of factors? Is it clear? Just the reverse of multiples. Just the reverse concept of multiples. Okay, write down B, 4. 4 can be written as, yes, any number can be written as 1 into that number. So 1 into 4. Also 4 can be written as, and 4 can be written as, yes, 2 into 2, isn't it? 4 is equal to 2 into 2. So from this, which are the factors of 4? Yes, from this we can say that 1, 4, 2, 2 need not be written twice. We need to write 2 only once. So from this what can we conclude? Therefore 1, 4, yes, and 2 are the factors of, yes, factors of 4, isn't it? Have you understood? What about 5? Write on example C. 5 can be written as 1 into 5 only. We discussed earlier, isn't it? No other way. So from this, what can we conclude? What can we conclude? Yes, therefore 1 and 5 are the factors of 5, isn't it? Therefore 1 and 5 are the factors of 5. Okay, got it? Have you understood? Okay, now let's discuss some properties of factors. Before discussing, just write down. It shall be discussed in the coming class. Or while writing itself, it will be clear to you. It will be fairly clear while writing itself. Just write down the properties of, since we have discussed the properties of multiples in detail, it will be very easy for you surely. So write down Roman number 2, properties of factors. Roman number 2, properties of factors. So we are going to discuss the properties of factors one by one. So first one, write down every number is a factor of itself. This is very clear. Why every number can be written as 1 into that number. So every number is a factor of itself. That is very clear, isn't it? No explanation needed, I think. So write down first property. Every number is a factor of itself. Every number is a factor of itself. Example, 4 is equal to 1 into 4. Example A, 4 is equal to 1 into 4 means, yes, 4 is a factor of 4. Very clear, isn't it? So, no explanation needed further, I think. 4 can be written as 1 into 4. So, this 4 is a factor of 4. Any doubt? Yes, I think absolutely no doubt will be there. So, from this what can we conclude? Yes, 4 is a factor of 4, isn't it? Example B, 9 is equal to 1 into 9. So, yes, 9 is a factor of 9. Any number is a factor of itself. Any number is a factor of itself. Every number is a factor of itself. B, 9 can be written as 1 into 9. So, from this what can we conclude? What can be concluded? Yes, 9 is a factor of 9. Therefore, 9 is a factor of 9, isn't it? Therefore, 9 is a factor of 9, isn't it? This is the first property. So, we have written the first property. What is it? Every number is a factor of itself. From this, can you say any other property from the same example? 9 is equal to 1 into 9 means we have written that and we know that 9 is a factor of 9. Anything else can be found from here? Yes, 1 is a factor of 9. Like this, 1 is a factor of every number, isn't it? 1 is a factor of every number. Why? The same reason every number can be written as 1 into 9. So 1 is a factor of every number, isn't it? 1 is a factor of every number. Okay. So this is the property 2. 1 is a factor of 1 is a factor of every number. Any doubt on this? Not at all, isn't it? Every number can be written as 1 into that number. So 1 is a factor of every number, isn't it? 1 is a factor of every number. This is very clear. Example A. 6 can be written as 1 into 6. So this 1 is a factor of this 6, isn't it? 6 can be written as 1 into 6. So 1 is a factor of 6. Therefore, 1 is a factor of 6. So B, 7 can be written as 1 into 7. So what can be concluded, or what can we conclude from this? Yes, therefore 1 is a factor of 7, isn't it? No doubt at all. Since 7 can be written as 1 into 7, we can say therefore 1 is a factor of 7. This is the second property of multiples, isn't it? So let's move on to the third property. Factors. So we have discussed two properties of factors. Which are they? First one, every number is a factor of itself, and second one, 1 is a factor of every number. So now let's move on to the third one. Now let's discuss the third property of factors. Can you say which is the smallest factor of a given number? Which would be the smallest factor of a given number? Yes, 1 is the smallest factor, isn't it? We can't write a number as the product of two numbers which is less than 1, isn't it? Any number can be written as 1 into that number. So, which is the smallest factor of a number? So, don't write, just listen. 6 can be written as 1 into 6 and 2 into 3. Among these, which is the smallest one? So 1, 6, 2 and 3 are the factors of 6. Among these factors, which is the smallest one? Yes, 1 is the smallest one. And which is the greatest one? Yes, 6 is the greatest one. The number itself is the greatest one. So, can you say which is the smallest factor of a number? Which is the smallest factor of a given number? 1, isn't it? And which is the greatest or largest factor of a given number? Yes, the number itself is the greatest factor. Got it? Have you understood? Yes. So let's discuss one more case. Don't write. Let's discuss one more case. Which are the factors of 4? Yes, 4 can be written as 1 into 4 and 4 can be written as 2 into 2. We have discussed earlier. So which are the factors of 4? 1, 4 and 2, isn't it? So among these factors, which is the smallest one? Yes, 1 is the smallest one and 4 is the greatest one. So smallest factor of a given number is 1 and greatest factor is number itself. It's clear, isn't it? Any doubt? Yes, then we can write. Third property, write down please. The smallest factor of a given number, if the smallest factor of a number is 1, the smallest factor of a number is 1, and the greatest factor is the number itself. The smallest factor of a given number, given is there, okay. Smallest factor of a given number is 1 and the greatest factor is the number itself. And the greatest factor is the number itself. And the greatest factor is the number itself. Okay. Example, 6 is equal to 1 into 6, 2 into 3. Therefore, smallest factor of 6 is equal to 1, and what would be the next? Yes, and the greatest factor of 6 is equal to 6, isn't it? And the greatest factor of 6 is equal to what? Yes, 6 itself, isn't it? A. Example B, 4 can be written as, yes, 1 into 4, and what is the other option? Yes, 2 into 2. Other possibility is 2 into 2. Therefore, from this what can be concluded or what can be written? Yes, smallest factor of 4 is equal to 1, isn't it? Like this itself. Therefore, smallest factor of 4 is equal to what? Yes, 1. And which is the greatest factor of 4? Yes, and the greatest factor of 4 is equal to, yes, 4 itself, isn't it? Greatest factor of 4 is equal to, yes, 4 itself. So we have discussed 3 properties. This much is enough today. The other properties will be learned tomorrow. So learn it